Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode where we are doing HTML once again. Now, if you haven't seen HTML preview, I suggest you do that because this is going to rely on it. We are using this exact same code that we have in HTML preview, so let's get right to it. And by the way, what we are doing today is going to be doing a lot more in-depth things. For example, we are going to be making this onClick do more than just alert us with a message. What it's going to be doing is changing this. Please enter your full name below. Let's just do this. Full name below to be qualifying for the most random award. We are going to be doing a couple of things. First things first, we're going to be needing, this is going to be changing, this text is going to be changing depending on what we actually input in here. These two. And p id equals, we're going to be making a bunch of these, so let's do some things. First things first, let's put this as date para, which is standing for paragraph. Let's put this as id equals qualify para. Okay? Oh my god, that would have been bad. You will understand what we're doing. Giving something an ID is basically giving something a name. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving this input a name. For example, that name would be name para equals, this one is going to be date input. Yeah, and we are done here. First things first, this is going to get a little bit tricky. Go ahead and var name para, equals document. We could make this a boolean, not boolean, integer or string or boolean. But I'm suggesting to make it something a little bit more in depth, which is in HTML. And the way to do that is document.getElement by ID. This checks for the ID, and this is going to be name input. The element ID is in name input. And which one would that be? Aha! Name input. Yes. Okay. What else do we need? We need date input. So we can just do this exact same thing. Except change this to date and change that to date. Okay, this is going well. Now, we will worry about these later. First things first is we're going to put this in. You are now qualifying for the most random award winner. Now what I did without you was actually put dot value by this. What this does is gets the value of the input. For example, the value would be whatever, because when you get document.getElement by ID, it just gets the element. For example, it's the input. But to get whatever you put inside the input, you need to get the value of the input, because the value is whatever is inside of it, and then you have to put the value in. Oh my god. I hope you understand, but then in the end I talk too fast. You know what, let's continue. What we are going to be doing is getting few more things. So, type in this, document dot, let's go here. And what is the paragraph that says qualifying para? Let's start off with that first. get elements by ID is it qualifying para? Oh, qualify para, that's what I thought. Para. This just gets the element, you know what it does. And then, inner HTML. What this does is it does something similar to the value, but not really. It just gets ready to change it. And then equals to, let's do a little bit of this. Let's put name input plus that. And then leave a space and type in is now registered. Now, this may be a lot to take in at once, so which is why, hello, undefined, what the? By the way, I think you should keep this. Hang on, stop. Just take all of this, Control-C it, get rid of it, and put it down here. It makes things so much easier. And that about fixed it. As you can see here, you have not qualified yet, and then we could put in the square code, and then we can just click me to be rewarded. And then it says blank now. I'm getting a bunch of errors, but I fixed them. You apparently need to put the value not there, but here. I don't know what that difference that makes, but it did make one. Now we can just put in Bob. And then click me to be rewarded. Bob is now registered. That's what it should say. And what if we do one more thing? By ID. Date para. Do you remember what that was? If you don't, check what the HTML says. And then I want you to try this. I'm going to give you some time. We wanted to set up and say you registered on whichever date that you input. Alright? 3, 2, 1, go. Pause the video right now. Done? Okay, so here's how I would do it. Type in this. The date in which you registered is... This should be easy, and if you do this more, you'll get used to this. There. This is complete. Save it, save it, save it, save it. Go here, refresh it, and then try this. Blah, blah, blah. And then click me to be rewarded. The date in which you registered is this. Boom, see? And it even switches around the order. 2019 6/20. What? Yeah, I'm not complaining. But this is how it should work. And now let's do one last thing. And this is going to take a while. What if I think that's how you do it. Or actually, this is how you comment something out. We are going to be now doing a couple of checking. And how we're going to do this is, if name input what checks if it's blank. Is the name input blank? If it is blank, and that's when we are going to be needing to put something in this function, that's how we check if it's blank. So what do we want to put in this function? Let me tell you. Okay, what we're going to need to put is alert. Please put put your name in the given input and then proceed. Now, after that, we're going to do else if. Pretty sure that's how it is. Yeah, else if. That's how you do it, right? We can check on the way. So we go no, now we need to go date input dot value. And then we have to put this here, alert, and we need to add that blank one. Triple equals just check if the value is equal to. Double equals just sets it. No, the double equals, how do I explain? I'll explain this in a later episode. Right now, let's put this here. Specify the date in which you registered in the given input, and then proceed. And then else alert registering complete. And then we want it to do that. Okay, so do you understand what I did? It basically checks if the name input is blank. Then if it is, then it alerts this. If not, then it'll check this. If that's blank, the date input, then it will do that. And then if both are filled in, then it'll say registering is complete, and then it'll do this. Okay, so let's run this and see what happens. Okay. Please specify the date in which. See? And now, please put your name in the given input and then proceed. This is kind of cool. And now if we put in both, Ronald, let's put that there, and yes, one last thing. Let's put an else here. And put this here. If one thing, name input dot value equals to blank. I know we did this already, but and I'm pretty sure no, it's double equals and date input equals blank. There! These checks have both of them as blank before. Then we alert. Please put your information, both your name and the date in the why is there so many typos? In the date in the given inputs, and then proceed. Okay, now I think we're done. One last final test. Okay. Please put your name in the given input and then proceed. Oh, that's because there is something in here. MMDDYY. Well, that's fine. We could just get rid of that. It's fine. Okay, I thought we were onto something. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a big fat thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. And also, please do subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, do it today or whatever day you get a chance. And you will be rewarded with more amazing videos. You are now registered for the reward. The date in which you registered is 2019-6-13. See you later, people!